something like that, or their couple TikTok blew up, and so they pretend to be together. So like, you can imagine like being that like. I mean, I get it.
That manufacturer.
These TikTokers make
it's reality TV, but bite size.
It is, yeah. Bite size reality TV, right?
Reality TV 24/7.
It's like peanut M&Ms instead of like a Snickers. Like you still can get the chocolate and the peanut, but you can't like, you can pop a few of them. You don't have to OD on a full Snickers.
Yeah,
true.
OD on the whole bag.
I mean, that's what people end up doing. They end up eating the whole bag, but you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
There's a serving size for TikToks. What you say about what?
He over there eating them Sour Patch watermelons, trying to kill the bag for the
real.
I'm trying not to eat it all. This shit is so bomb.
He's trying to resist.
Hey.
Watermelon and Sour Patch Kids, it does kind of match.
You just makes it worse. Watermelon, Sour Patch Kids. Yep.
You trying to be all? Is that because of Black History? Oh, is that too far?
Y'all, happy Black History Month. Oh, shortest month of the year.
And cold. You know, and damn well black people don't like cold.
Like the cold.
Yeah. No, they did the entire month is despite us. The entire month is despite us.
And then we gotta share it with Valentine's Day. That always takes precedence.
That always takes precedence. Never see any decorations for Black History
I know,
Month.
no bullshit. No Target ain't got no goddamn Black History Month section. It's like soon as fucking Christmas is over, they got like maybe like a end cap that has like some Black History cards and shit. But
they do it like they do Hanukkah. To be honest, like you walk in the store and you got the little Hanukkah end cap and some dreidels and whatnot. That's how they do Black History Month in the stores.
I don't even see that. You're very lucky. If you can walk in and see anything that looks like.
I never.
Yeah, I don't see nothing about black people when I walk in the store. It's just like, nigga, y'all know why y'all here.
Damn you.
Like, nigga, why aren't you working here?
No, they just want me. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me where to
I know, right?
I don't.
Like, do I have a red shirt on?
I don't. It happens to me often.
And I would just like, I'm wearing red. Like, especially when I wear red, I just like I avoid it. Like I avoid it.
I made the mistake of wearing blue in a Walmart once. Yeah.
I was about to say
that nonstop.
One time it was
badge on, bro. I'm not wearing no hoodie. Like nothing says.
One time it was 100% my fault. I was wearing a blue shirt in Walgreens, right? A button up because I just came from like an event or whatever, right? I was wearing a blue button up. And I was like, this was my fault because I turned around and I saw the manager and I was like, these shades are really close. They're really close.
Damn.
Like somebody could really. And I was wearing dress pants. It's like it's a nigga in dress pants and a button up standing in a Walgreens. Probably does manage the place.
He probably does manage the place.
I used to make that mistake where I wear like a polo and khakis or something like that, and immediately they're like, "Excuse me, sir, can you tell me where to?" But now when I'm wearing a Batman shirt, you gotta. That's on you.
That's
right?
just that's
on you.
Now motherfuckers be wearing that shit too.
I mean, I used to happen to me every time I went to the store. If I stood in a place too long, somebody was like, "Excuse me, sir, do you work here?"
Damn.
Stood in Best Buy one time, had a hoodie on, didn't have blue, had no lick of blue. Jeans. I think I had a Batman shirt or something. Somebody. Excuse me, do you work here? I was like, what? What do you mean, do I work here? I was like, do I work here? I didn't say that. In my head, I'm saying that.
You was like, no.
I was like,
I'm sorry.
I'm just being polite. You know, I was like, no.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now, one time I had this like incredibly rude white lady come up to me and was just like, I looked online and this wasn't here. Yeah. Basically, just complaining about like looking online and the product wasn't there. And so I realized quickly, like, okay, she thinks I work here. So I go, I don't know what to fucking tell you. And then I walked away.
Oh my god!
I just imagine.
He knows what he's talking about.
You got a manager fired.
Exactly.
You probably cost a real black man his job, like a real black man that works at the shop. You cost him
because
his
she probably just pointed at another black person, just like
she pointed at another. She just pointed at random Negroes. Like,
it was that nigga right there.
Don't talk about the city you did this in because
he does not work here.
I'm sorry, I realize that now. That's kind of bad.
He,
got some
how
man,
long,
some poor man fired.
How long ago was this?
It was years ago.
Oh, you just not realizing that years ago, like maybe 2-3 years ago, how fucked up you just fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
Didn't think of it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I was just pissed she asked me, and it was so damn frustrating.
So you had beige rage?
Hey yo!
wow.
Wow. Hey, welcome to the
Wow.
So we go on that note. We gonna start the podcast.
Start the show.
I don't want to start the show anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, bruh.
If you were a red box, that wouldn't have happened to you.
Mm-hmm, that's true. That's so true. That's so true.
Thanks for joining us and welcome to the podcast. Follow us at Blerdimension here and on YouTube. If you haven't already, turn on notifications so you can be the first to know when we got new content for you. I'm Kavan, Negrito Suave. We got JK, Beasternal.
Yo.
Creston, Not Cert.
What's going on, everybody?
AJ, Noslinja.
Hey, everybody. Happy Black People Month. I mean, whatever it's called.
You said black. Wow.
Happy Black People Month.
JD Creates Activity.
What's up, everybody?
We got Carl, KBH.
The red square.
Yeah.
Wow.
Carl,
it sounds
we're gonna
like
get into this, but real quick, I want to judge your reaction. How do you feel with Black Clover ending in March, like permanently?
Oh my gosh. I mean, they do this to me all the time. When Dragon Ball Super was just like pow 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 at the end, like, oh yeah, we're about to end that in a month. Black Clover has been fire since the time skip, and now they want to end it.
Is there like a reason? Because like Dragon Ball Super was because the actress who played Bulma died, right?
No, that happened after the fact.
Oh, that happened after.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No credible reason that I could find. It was just we're ending
the
it.
Going on. Yeah, the manga's still going on.
Manga's still going on.
Usually
the manga was we're getting into stuff, but the manga was way behind the series. So the series was getting too far ahead, and I think that was the main reason. So they kind of paused for it to catch up. But yeah, I'm upset about it. Yeah,
understandable. All our pronouns are he, him, and his. We got 3 segments for y'all on the podcast. We're gonna talk about content we've been consuming this week and what's good. That means games we've been playing, shows, movies we've been watching, comics we've been reading, any type of thing like that. Then we're gonna discuss some nerdy news and headlines. After news, we got a topic of the week to discuss. This week, we're going to be talking about impactful blurred characters and shows. After the podcast, we're going to have a quick intermission, and then we're going to get into after podcast gaming. We playing Soul Calibur first tonight, because last week it's time for, niggas to put some respect on his name. And so
look. I'm getting sick of it. Sick of the noise.
Now you heard it. He's sick of it.
I personally believe we should play Rocket League again. And
no, we gonna play Rocket League after. We got a bitter orange versus blue thing going. We gotta keep it,
No. Is somebody trying to bitch out? That's what I just heard.
Bitch out. Nigga, I'm in the dojo right now. What you talking about? I'm coming with the hands.
Who did you purchase? That's what I want to know.
Oh shit!
Who you purchased this time?
2 beats coming for your ass. I'll tell you I know.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm working on some kinks. I've been in the dojo all week, motherfuckers. I was ready.
I peeked in and out, but I since I only really see Creston as competition, I've only really practiced against Grows. So
who do you think I'm practicing against right now?
Oh shit!
Going extra hard.
Damn.
I need to make sure this game's downloaded.
Go
Carl, like I put Soul Calibur out of my brain. I thought we were never gonna touch it again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Carl was like, I got
He's
time
like,
for this shit.
he's like, I've been on the soccer field playing some Rocket League all week. That's what I've been practicing.
Precisely. All right. So what's good, y'all? Who want to go first?
I'll do it. Keep it short and sweet. Apex has been playing all damn week since season 8 dropped. It's been fantastic. Like I said in pre-show, new characters okay. Ultimate is trash. Doesn't work unless you're actually working as a team. Area effect doesn't work in Apex in general unless you're actually working as a team. Because you have to be able to coordinate things and be able to actually, get the enemy teams in the center or on the outside of the fire ring, so where they actually can get damage. Ideal ultimate use would be having a Horizon, having the new character, and then switching out your DPS/support. Because what would be perfect is placing the Horizon ultimate, which is like a vortex that sucks enemies inward, and then placing the ring outside of the Horizon ultimate, so enemies have nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. You either get burnt or you get, sucked in the middle. And then Fuse is great with grenades, and Horizon's ultimate is perfect for grenades because if you launch them in the center of the ultimate, they're stuck, and then it's easier for you to actually launch grenades on them, and you can wipe a whole team with 2 ultimates and some grenades. But never do I get a public match where the Horizon or anyone on the public team is just like, sure, I'll pick whoever you want me to pick, and I'll listen to your ultimate play. No, everyone's just like, gun goes, let me run in real quick. I'm down. Heal me. What the fuck, man? Why didn't you come in? I told you they were one shot. It's no. So that's been the week, and that's all I got to ramble about. I haven't watched anything.
So just a quick side note, what he was talking about is how he was explaining his teammates on public matches. That's how I felt when I was playing with Tech. He was like, "Oh, enemies over here.
Get the fuck out of here, beast."
Snitching.
Damn.
You're not on my team tomorrow night. That's all I got to tell you. You're not on my team tomorrow night.
With friends like these.
You're not on my team.
No, but for real though, Tech be like, yo, man, what y'all doing? Enemies over here. He be gone. I'll be like, Tech, calm your ass down. Slow down. We're going to get him. He already there killing him. I was like, you know what? Go ahead, Tech. Go ahead. Take off. I'm just going to snipe. I'm just going to snipe from a distance.
Yeah, you and that sniper rifle.
And give
That's all
support.
I got to say.
This
you
man
and that sniper rifle. I was watching you play Saturday night. This man picked up a sniper rifle. I was like, sniper rifles haven't been useful in Apex since season 2. No one is ever going to give you the ability or the time to use that sniper rifle correctly.
Shit. Give me all the time you need. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Unless you get a clean headshot on silver body armor, you're not going to get much out of that.
Either way.
Yeah, all this stuff is very foreign to me. I have no idea what you guys are even saying.
Well, you're going to download Apex today because you're going to play with us tomorrow night.
Sure. That sounds like something I'm going to do.
It is something you're going to do. You and Carl both.
Sure. That really sounds like something Carl's going to do. Right after that,
Carl's going to love Apex.
What am I playing? Apex? Yeah.
Yeah.
If only I could download the game so I could remotely uninstall your game. That might be the only reason I do something like that.
No.
Absolutely not.
Don't pull a Destiny. Oh, man.
I played the beta in Destiny.
What? Have you?
That was the very first one before it came out.
Yeah. You were following Bungie, that's why.
I was. And that was enough. I played that beta and then had my fill.
Yep. I feel you on that.
All right, who's next?
I got next. So for me, it was WandaVision, which was the Friday right after our last cast. I don't know.
Ain't done yet?
Whoa.
No, it's like mid-season right now.
Mid-season.
Problem. What? Why do you hate everything that's great?
Hurry up.
I love everything that's awful.
Exactly. You just love everything that's awful and love everything and hate everything that's great.
I'm just waiting for it to be done so I can binge it.
Okay. That's
on the
fair.
porch
That's
like,
fair.
Yeah,
hurry the fuck up.
All right, we assumed too quickly. I'm sorry. You're right, brother. My apologies.
We just expected.
Damn, y'all just pounced. Y'all were ready for that shit. Like, nigga, you
We're
ain't
just
got
so
no
used to you
taste.
hating everything.
So WandaVision, which is just weird. I don't know how to. I'm in. I'm all the way in, but it's weird. I don't have any like. I don't leave an episode saying that was the best episode of anything I've ever seen, or I don't leave like with any particular energy in one direction or the other. I'm just like,
It's entertaining.
But I mean, it's entertaining, but it's just like there's not necessarily action in it. There's just a lot of intrigue right now, right? So
the action's not supposed to be until like the last few episodes, if I'm right.
It's not even about the fact that there's no action. I mean, not necessarily. I'm not talking about bang, pow, boom. Comic book. What are signs or whatever. Like no, I'm talking about like it doesn't seem like much is happening. It's just a lot of like the characters are just as clueless as I am. They're like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. You're supposed to tell me. They're like, I don't know either. So we all just trying to figure out what's going on in the show. Both them and
to be honest though, like it's happening after Endgame, so
yeah. So look, I'm giving it its space, and it's not like it's not interesting because the last episode I was definitely like, wait, it's been 20 minutes already. First of all, I hate the outro. That thing goes on for like 8 minutes. So if you look at the runtime, only 20 some odd of those 30 some odd minutes is actual. This is happening on the show. The rest of it is just the the credits. It's like it's got 2 different versions of credits. But yeah, it's a little weird. But I'm still enjoying it. I finished up World Trigger. I skipped the little arc in the middle. Everybody was like, that doesn't really matter, and it goes back to the subtitles and stuff.
Which little arc?
The little 16 episode kind of like it's not. I don't know if it's 16.
The Rogue Nation.
Yeah,
where they're the refugees are trying to.
In between them preparing for their next B rank battle and right after they lost their first one. That entire
arc. Okay, yeah.
And I just skipped it. I might go back and watch it now though, because obviously
that's when they got invaded and they had to. They learned more.
They won that B rank battle.
No, they lost
They lost one of them
right before that.
Yeah,
match. Right before
it was
that.
The one after they lost. Okay.
It was that arc happens after they lose their first B rank battle, but I still I feel like it's irrelevant it feels very fillery to me. I mean they're referencing it, but it doesn't seem like it changed anything. So
it did not change anything at all.
Right, that's why I just skipped it. I could tell because when I was like, I'm gonna skip the first. I'm gonna skip to the first dubbed episode and see what they say about the past arc, and if they don't talk about it in a way that which makes it think it was relevant to the story, I'm just gonna keep plowing ahead, and that's what I end up doing. So I'm now caught up to season 2. So I have no choice but to watch it like the subtitles, which means I have to like watch it in the daytime because if I watch it at night, it's a wrap. I'm gonna have to watch it again in the morning. So yeah, but I am pleasantly surprised at how much I like this show, and I keep liking it more and more and more because I looked at that character design, I looked at that animation on the first episode, and I was like, I'll be out of here in 10, guys. I just knew it. I knew I wasn't going to be watching it, and I freaking love it. I freaking love it, and I'm glad I invited you guys into my space and told you guys about it. Because if I hadn't told you guys,
motherfucker again with this bullshit. I swear to.
If I hadn't told you guys about World Trigger, I don't know. We'd be having this conversation. And everybody would be understanding what I'm saying. I mean, Crescent, you're the last holdout, but yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoy World Trigger because I thought you guys would love it. So that's why I introduced it to the group.
Sure. Yep. I'm already like 2-3 years ahead. Yeah.
Look,
so I must be clairvoyant. I must be clairvoyant.
Look, man, I don't know about your special gifts. I just know what I did. So I solo leveling. I also caught up on that. I introduced that to
you gave us.
Tech to solo leveling. So Tech, I'm introducing you to all your shows, man. Everything you like, I'm introducing you to it. So I just have great taste. That's what I'm finding. So that's getting a little weird. It's getting kind of like strange. The character,
It's getting a little strange for sure.
The main character and who he is kind of like starting to actually
come forward.
Yeah, they're starting to actually flesh out that part of the story because most of it was just him just outdoing everybody. Every episode or every chapter was him outdoing somebody, and then even when he was in like dire situations, he would outdo himself. So it's literally leveling is very prevalent.
Because we're like I've read the novel twice now. Fantastic. The light novel is fantastic. And they do a great job adapting it. But you're gonna definitely love this arc we're coming into because basically, like you said, this whole time has just been him trying to build up his power and stuff like that. Now it's time for him to actually get smacked the shit down. Like it's just complete. Like I don't want to ruin anything, but it's
that for me is huge.
Where he becomes powerless. Like it's just the power that he has is above humans, right? But now he's in the god term, the monarch term. You know, going against the guards and things like that, and the guys with the wings, and like one of the soldiers is stronger than what he is now, and so it's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, so I'm obviously looking forward to that. And then Cyberpunk, I've been playing, trying to get all the missions done. I'm gonna be honest, some of those missions I just don't want to do. I'm like, I don't want to ruin this person's life. Like some of this stuff is like, am I supposed to be a bad person? Like there's sometimes where it's like, hey man, go ruin this politician's career. I'm like, what did they do? Just do it. Like they don't care. They're just like, go ruin their career. Like, oh, they're like, oh, she's good for the people. She's out here, making these corporations actually, act right. Go ruin her. Go find information, dirt on her, and give it to me. I'm like, I don't know. I want to do that mission. Like, I flat out, like, one person was like, hey, bury this body. I was like, no. And they're like, you failed the mission. I was like, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna bury this body. You killed the person. Why I gotta bury him?
Right. That's a good question.
So that's been weird for me. But the worst part is the bugs are still. There's still like weird buggy stuff that happens. It's not necessarily like a bug, but like it's just a weird behavior in the game. So like I had a mission where I had to kill a guy who killed somebody, but they killed him the wrong way. So I'm going to basically punish them for killing the guy wrong. I don't know. It's weird. So I do kill the guy and I carry him out of his nightclub that he owned. I had to sneak into to kill him, and I'm carrying him up some stairs. And I just need to put him in they send a car as soon as they find out you killed a person. And I was supposed to put him in the trunk. Well, of course, I was shooting up the place. So everybody's ducking like, oh my gosh, guns, right? So I'm like, okay, well, they're all out of my way. I don't care. Until I get to the trunk of the car. And there just happens to be a civilian ducking in front of the trunk of a car, right? So now I can't go to the trunk of the car and open it because the civilian's ducking there. And because the way the game works, the glitch works, they just duck forever until you leave that space, right? Like they don't. I mean, you could kill them, yes.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say it.
When you do that, you first of all, the police show up.
Yep. You got a warrant on you.
Yeah, you get a warrant on you. The police show up, and you got to run for like 30 blocks before the police are like, forget it. So it's like I was just like, why would this even happen? And plus, I don't like shooting civilians, even in games, Kristen. Like, I don't want to murder.
It sounds like you're playing the wrong game.
Yeah.
It sounds like this is not for you, AJ.
It's testing all of my moral lines. I'm like, I'll be trying to let people live. They're like, you got to kill this person. But I'm trying to like talk down, like,
people.
So think about it, and then eventually they take all my options from me, and I being the cool merc that I am, I just finish it. But the game is still buggy in a lot of ways. You can die from falling downstairs awkwardly sometimes. Like you're just like up downstairs and it's not a far drop, but somehow the game will register it as if you fell off a building. You're just like, yeah, and die for no reason. That's happened to me once or twice.
Yep.
So it's a weird, but I'm about to like get rid of all the missions except for the ones that are that my morals just won't let me do. Guys, I'm not gonna frame that lady. I'm not gonna frame her. So you cyberpunk people, and I'm not framing that lady. So, but that's pretty much it. After Cyberpunk, which I've been playing a lot, that's about it for me.
All right. Cool. Who want to go next?
I can go next.
All right. That's good, JK.
So I played Gears 5 a little bit. Blowing people's body parts with shotguns was pretty
So
fun.
much fun.
Yes.
Of course.
It just sucks when your own teammate does it sometimes. Yeah.
That's not like you.
Hey, there's no friendly fire in Gears, so I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear any of y'all try to make
Not
some
unless you
fly
throw a
ass
nade.
remarks. No, there's literally no friendly fire in Gears, so I don't want to hear
They
that.
took it out from
In Halo, that's
Gears
a
3.
different story.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's
Like I have
over in
fallen in
Halo.
love with Gears. Like I've got myself playing like pub matches by myself. Definitely a lot easier without playing with Preston for sure, because you don't get like a bunch of fucking bots and sweaty ass like nerds in the cave while not playing with Preston. You know, you get other people who are new to the game. But yeah, Gears has been fun. I have found a new love for Gears. I even found myself wanting to play the story for a second there, but then I realized I have children and I don't have time for that shit.
Oh shit! And then so I played the new PlayStation Destruction All Stars game, which is different. It's a different type of game, but it's fun. It's pretty much like Demolition Derby on steroids a little bit. So
Demolition Derby had a baby with Rocket League and Fortnite.
Oh shit!
More like Demolition Derby with a bit of Rocket League, maybe.
Gotcha. Okay.
So like you can run around and like find cars. And then what's cool about it is like the triggers for the PS5, like when you're driving, they not lock up, but they like it's harder to press down. So like you actually accelerate and pushing down the pedal, basically. So that's pretty fun. I downloaded Control Ultimate Edition. Start playing that on PS5. Started watching Legacies on Netflix. So far it's interesting.
It's for children. I still watch it, but
it kind of is. It kind of is for high schoolers. Like
I mean, Vampire Diaries was for children too, and Originals was probably the closest thing to something that
for adults
to watch.
Yeah.
But Legacies goes even
Legacy is definitely for like high schoolers. Like
younger than Vampire Diaries, if you ask me. The way that things that they talk about, the way that the characters act. But I still watch it because I'm already invested in that world.
It's just like Riverdale. Riverdale, same way.
Riverdale depressed me too much. I had to get out of there. I was like, Archie was never this depressing in the comics. I didn't really read them, but he just looked happy.
That's dark. Like that shit got dark.
I would love to be Klaus. Klaus and I always had a special connection to Klaus. Like,
Klaus Michelson. Yeah, Klaus.
Yeah.
I think
originally be more like Jughead.
Yeah, no, he's talking about
the original.
The original.
Yeah, Niklaus, right?
Niklaus.
Niklaus.
Yeah.
Niklaus is
I'm somewhat bothered by it.
Go ahead.
Just the whole being a hybrid thing. Like I love the idea of just being able to just do whatever the fuck I want.
Oh yeah.
That's enticing.
Have vampire, have werewolf, have witch, have werewolf.
Immortality though that was real cool with him because not only was he not like he was human enough but also monster enough. Like his siblings were all immortal vampires, so they kind of really just drank blood. They didn't really enjoy the world the way he did. Like, but he got to, like, he got to enjoy like being alive.
Exactly.
And he also had that extra oomph of power. So like, yeah, they could match him when they were all vampire flying around, but the moment he turned on that hybrid stuff, everybody just had to bow down. So
yep, the moment he bit him.
Yeah,
all originals of remind me.
Well, even he even got stronger though when he turned hybrid. Like he was even physically stronger. Because remember they were beating the mess out of him in like the first season. Marcella got all the groups together and they were beating on him, and while he was using just regular vampire strength. Because even an original can't fight like 100 vampires at once. Just physics stops that. But I guess a hybrid can because he turned that junk on and it was game set match.
Yeah, well, all originals just remind me of his Teen Wolf and
Teen Wolf was my shit.
And what's the other one? Teen Wolf and something else. But yeah, I'd rather watch Teen Wolf. Anyway,
I enjoyed that probably way too much, to be honest.
I watched every season. with my mama and me.
Look,
Watch every
I was
season.
expecting some Michael J. Fox type stuff, and I watched it. I was like, that's not what this is.
No, that's definitely not what that is.
Nope.
Different speed.
No, it's a yes, it is. But I enjoyed it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Also play Black Ops, of course.
Take some blops.
Blah blops. I'm on Prestige 5 somehow. Don't know how.
Good Jesus.
Don't know how.
I'm just that good, I guess.
I don't know what that means, but
I don't know what that means.
It means you
Me and that nigga been
played a
playing day
lot.
and night.
Yes.
Nah, I just play. I play maybe once a day.
Once the
10
entire day?
hours.
Once a 24-hour session?
Once like a 2-hour session or hour session.
I saw this nigga at lunchtime one time, and it said Call of Duty Black Ops. I was like, this nigga is a fiend. I thought I was bad with Halo, but goddamn.
Shit, I was sick. I was like, shit, I'm like, why just play Black Ops? Shit.
Sick of work, my nigga.
And who cares about medicine and rest? Those things are for other people.
All you need is 2 niggas in the
Sleepy?
face.
Shit. I
Medicine,
wasn't
rest,
sleepy.
orange juice? Nigga, get that out of here. Just give me Black Ops. Put it right in my veins. Just tap me in.
Whatever. Anyway, played Ghosts. On second act of that. Play Apex, of course. And you can actually, funny thing is, you can, if you play Fuse right, you can use this ultimate to your advantage, but it's still give and take because
He's basically saying you're trash, Tap.
Yeah, I was just about to say that same shit.
If you're
I
actually,
didn't say that. They said it.
Sure.
no,
Put
they
words in my mouth.
they interpret it. You
Yes, that's how they interpret it. I was basically saying like he's a new character, so people still getting the hang of him. That's what I was insinuating.
Well, i.e. Tech. You getting the hang of Tech. One day you'll
Me
be
too.
one day you'll be as good as JK and you'll actually be able to use his ultimate. But until then you're still gonna struggle.
The pats on the head.
Exactly.
See, this is what happens when you have friends like this. They interpret everything the opposite of what you wanted to say. But anyway,
I mean, you said it.
I mean,
I didn't say you said it, motherfucker.
Let the record show.
not two.
Yeah, let the record show that Suave and Crescent.
3 pats on the head.
What else? I'm looking forward to what's that show? Oh, not World Trigger, but Attack on Titan. That's getting good. It's kind of sad. Last episode.
It's sad every episode.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Which is why I don't watch it.
that's true.
I don't need that help.
Of course, Reincarnate as a slime. That's getting good. Last episode was hilarious.
There's a character with eyebrows on there I just can't stand. And
it's always something.
It is. That's how you have taste. If you just watch everything, you don't have taste.
No, that's not taste. That's called being picky.
Yes, that's called taste. They're the same.
That's not taste.
They're exactly the same. Character design is important to me. When I see like a stupid character design, I'm like, I don't want to reward this behavior.
Bougie.
You said I don't want to reward this behavior.
I'm not gonna reward that behavior with my views.
Okay.
Double eyebrowed freak. And you want me to just sit there and take it?
I'm looking forward to play World War Z.
Oh hell yeah. Let's do that.
With some folks. I'm trying to get to play zombies too on Cold War.
So
I'm down for that.
Another zombie game. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like we could get a little more creative with the game options out there.
I mean,
how many zombie games people gonna make?
Oh, a lot.
These zombies are really fast, Carl. They're fast zombies. They're not slow zombies, which you need a whole new game for that.
Better form.
You need an entire new form factor for fast zombies. Like you got, I mean, it's entirely different architecture. Come on, everybody knows that.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
I don't think he's convinced.
Nope, not at all.
That's because he doesn't know anything about zombies, and that's okay. You got to have that one friend that doesn't know anything about zombies. And we got him.
Zombies are trash, and the games they are in.
Damn.
Movies too.
Absolutely.
Does Winter Soldier come
No
out this month?
28. No 28 days later.
March comes out in
March.
March.
Absolutely not.
He said no. That's funny.
No, I'm also a no on that movie, by the way.
But yeah, I think that is it with what I watched and played. Yeah, I've been enjoying Netflix. You know, they got a lot of good little. Oh, I watched Hook on Netflix. I was like, ooh, this brought me back. No, y'all never watched Hook?
As in Robin Williams?
Yes, sir.
Robin. I miss that guy a little bit.
Yes, yes.
A little bit, Nate.
Yeah. I was a Robin Williams fan for sure.
Rufio.
Saddest people hide behind the biggest smiles.
Still looks that age, by the way.
It does.
He kind of looks like Bruno, doesn't he? Bruno Mars.
Bruno looks like everybody. He's yes. Bruno. He walks around. He looks like every race, all mixed together.
Talking about Dante Basco.
Dante Basco. Bruno looks like
he looked the same still.
Yeah, he looked. That's what I was saying. He's exactly the same. Just
another. He showed up on another TV, on a YouTube series called JK News sometimes, and I'll be like, damn, this man look the same.
Rufio right now. They'd be like, dang, Rufio it's really Neverland. Rufio has not aged a day.
I'm not gonna lie. One time I did want to put my hair like Rufio's one time.
Yeah.
That would have been a mistake. That would have been a mistake. Glad you didn't do it. Glad you didn't do it.
Bruh. Oh.
Anyway, I'm done.
All right. So what's good with you this week, Carl?
What's good with who? Carl?
Yeah, Carl.
Yes. So after last week, when it was nothing but World Trigger, apparently, I only had one episode left. So
oh damn.
Finish World Trigger. That hurt. That hurt a bit. But on the upside, I was able to get back-to-back episodes of Black Clover because I had put that on hold. Gosh, okay. Okay, so that last episode.
Which one?
The latest one that just came out.
Oh, where they try to fight. Okay, yes.
Asta and Dante. That crap's ridiculous. So AJ, let me just tell you, the things that you got hyped up about Black Clover at the beginning and they dropped the ball on since the time skip. Yeah. Since focus on what's important, AJ. Since the time skip, okay, it's all been on point. And now that they're about to destroy this series, it's pretty much at its apex. I would expect that it's going to be like this from here on out. Like if with a month left, what are you talking about? 4 episodes?
Yeah, it'll be straight action.
It has to be straight action because a lot has to happen.
4 episodes? No, it's gonna be more than that.
They said a month, right?
It's May or March?
No, I'm pretty sure it's March.
Was it March?
It's March.
So like
end of March.
It's probably 6 or 7 episodes tops. Okay, so yeah, like
that's what I better see.
In the last episode, they hinted at Asta's mom. Very, very subtle. They're like, honestly, you heard the female voice as he was losing his mind, going berserk a little bit. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're about to drop all the nuggets. We already had the backstory for
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, it's about to be Asta's turn. So in this short time, like, Yeah, it's just gonna be. It has to be pure action. They're gonna be fighting constantly. That means we've seen 2 of the 3 members of the Dark Triads fighting. I can't pronounce the other chick's name, so I won't try. But we've seen her face, but we haven't really seen her fighting. So looking forward to that. But it was a beautiful looking episode.
Yeah,
beautiful looking episode.
I want to know too, how he knows Yami.
Exactly. Like he's like, well, it seems like they've probably had spies. So it's theoretic. You could theoretically understand how he would know Yami because of that. But yes, it does hint at the fact that he knew of Yami prior to him coming to the Clover Kingdom.
So I wonder, with him being washed up on the sea.
Exactly.
I wonder if he's like a brother or something.
I doubt they're brothers because I have a feeling Yami is not from any of those kingdoms, right? So they say, but don't say he's pretty much Japanese, which is all those kingdoms seem to be kind of like Europe. So he's not from any of these regions. So where is Yami from? We don't know, but it seems like Dante knows of him prior to his entry into the Clover Kingdom. So that's going to be interesting.
Dark spells, anyway.
What's that?
He's the only one who uses like dark spells, anyway.
Yeah, dark magic. So and yeah, so it's just so much that they have to drop like knowledge on. So like Asta, Yami, why did what's his name? Zenon, whatever. Why did
Xenon?
Why did he go after Vengeance? Like, yeah, he's powerful, but there's other powerful ones that didn't try to go after Julius. How do they even know him? So a lot of stuff to come from that.
So I think they're going after only arcane mages. I don't think Julius is an arcane mage. I think he's a stage 0.
There's no freaking way. Now he's young, so he's not at full power. But when he was at full power,
when he was at full power, he had to be stage 0.
No, are you kidding? No,
because
he's broken, dude. There's no way he's not an arcane.
The reason why what's name is an arcane is because he uses the world tree. He uses his magic is strengthened from the world tree.
I get it. But the man controls the flow of time. Come on.
That is true too.
Like, come on. Like time, baby? That's pretty much unbeatable. Yeah, but anyway.
Apparently it wasn't because he got stuck in his stomach.
No, that was a calculated move. Okay, calculated. So, but hopefully he has his day again. Probably not. There's not enough time.
He will.
But anyway, so a lot to come there. Very excited about that. So watch Jujutsu Kaisen.
Fire.
Super duper fire. Wow.
Burn the whole earth fire.
Yes.
My favorite character showed his abilities. My distant cousin, the panda.
You know what? Sometimes I get concerned about myself a little bit because I'm like what's the dude's name? Tordo?
Mm-hmm.
What? Like, why is the things he's saying getting me emotional right now? the dude is saying some just foolish stuff like you're my best friend and blah blah blah. As he's getting his butt whooped.
He connects with other guys by their taste of women, and so if it's close to what he likes, then he can like envision them being best friends based. That's the only reason why he's helping them.
No, I get that. But what I've noticed, like, no matter how absurd it is, when I guess whenever I see camaraderie or overcoming in any way, that's always like an emotional thing for me, even if it's absurd or comical, or it doesn't matter how it's being delivered. If I see that, that's always touching me. I'm like I should not be feeling this right now, but I'm like, there it is. But I'm like, this dude is talking about what with me, like, you know, tall, big booty. He's like, dude bust out in tears. I'm like, I feel that. I feel that. I know what
I
you're
thought that was
talking
real.
about. Yes.
He's like, ooh. He's like, yes.
Yeah.
It's like, my nigga. Yes. Yes.
You know, like I saw the connection. I felt a little something with that. But so did I watch anything else? I don't think so. So, you know, the world is opened up to me since there's no more World Trigger. So it looks like there's a few things on Netflix I might get into. Still didn't finish The Boys. So it's kind of, oh, and I didn't start the new Dr. Stone.
Yes. Yes.
I'm waiting for that one to be finished all the way before I digest that.
Y'all just binging shit, man. Y'all got to live in a moment.
I can't watch too many shows that all air at once, to be honest. Like, I kid you not. Some things just have to, like, the time I got turned into a slime, that's waiting to be binged. Because there's just not enough time.
You better start putting a weekly schedule on, like it's fucking Saturday morning cartoons in this bitch or something.
Speaking of that, HBO Max got Justice League and Justice League Unlimited finally. So I can't wait to watch it with my kids on Saturday morning. Say again?
They got Batman Beyond and
we already started that.
Yeah. That one and Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. That's a great one.
And we started the Batman animated series. My daughter absolutely loves it. She's obsessed with Catwoman.
One of the best cartoons ever made, honestly.
Agreed.
Is that a Superman one too?
Yeah.
It does. Yep. They have all of it now.
Yeah.
Superman 1 is just biting Batman.
Integrate DC Universe to HBO Max?
Yes.
That's what's happening. Basically,
they
DC
took
Universe
the digital stuff off.
Yeah.
And they put it there, and they left the comics on DC Universe. So if you had a DC Universe subscription, you can still read all the DC comics.
Yeah, they knew it was going to fail. Because they took off Swamp Thing, put it on CW.
They sent that to CW.
They said Swamp Thing is like one of the best shows on CW right now.
It was one of the best shows on DC Universe. From what I heard. I only started the first 2 episodes, and I was like, I don't know what this is, so I might check it out again. But and then Titans is coming back with a 3rd season on HBO Max.
Shit gonna be lit. I'm ready.
I refuse to watch the CW.
What?
I mean, they hit me with commercials and substandard pixels. Like,
damn, disrespect right there.
This is not HDR. Like, I don't see it's got to be 720p with crappy compression.
Shows you could watch on Netflix now.
Yeah, but I gotta wait for the whole season, and if I gotta do that, it takes me out of the whole watching mode. That's what happened with Flash. I was like, I was watching Flash on Hulu. Yeah, bow bow, and then all of a sudden, I gotta watch on CW. I did that for about 2, maybe 3 episodes, and I'm like, I guess I'm done with Flash. I haven't watched it
out
since.
around the right time. That show really nosedived.
Very quickly. But I wanted to decide that. They took the decision away from me.
Look, sometimes people do stuff for your own good.
Freaking CW. It's of the devil. You need to have pixels out here. You know, like too much. Like it felt like worse than network television with the commercials. I can't
they are worse. They're way worse. They're longer and they're repetitive. So it's not like it's not just that they take 3 minutes out of your time. right? Because where you gonna go? You're here for them. Like, so they're holding you hostage and they know it. So they're like, "Hey, watch this commercial for 3 minutes, and then watch it again in the next break for another 3 minutes because we don't care. There's an algorithm running these ads, and we don't care which ad shows up."
That shit glitched one time, and it showed the same commercial 10 times. I was like, I am done.
I couldn't stand it.
After this one, I was done. I was like, okay, it started. Okay, we're good.
I had the good glitch. I think I was using an outdated browser or something like that, and the ads, whatever the ad methods were, whatever they were using, whether they're using JavaScript to like trigger the ads, whatever, wasn't working on my browser for some reason. So my thing would go to commercial and then just come right back on.
Oh shit!
This is like freaking double rainbow or something, right? Like this doesn't happen normally. It was like, yeah, because it would just go to the little dot and then just keep going. I was like, yes, keep that thing moving. Give me my momentum.
Yeah.
But that only happened one time, and I know it was because I was using an older computer and maybe the browser was out of date, and they did test for that browser when they built that little ad, whatever.
And then Black Lightning's about to end.
Thank God.
Damn.
Hulu. I haven't really watched Hulu in a few months. Is there anything going on Hulu?
No.
Not really.
No.
Because I'm like, that might be a little. Don't sleep on Golden Girls now. That's
I fall asleep to Golden Girls all the time.
They got all the Modern Family now. They got
My wife watched that
They
show.
have all of Family Matters now.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, I did fire that up for a bit.
Thank you for being a friend.
Now you gotta listen to the other one. I gotta find it.
Oh yeah, the dude who sings it with the wow, that guy killed it. That guy killed it.
I might have to save some money on that subscription. I haven't watched Hulu in I don't know how long. Because I was watching it for the anime, but I have Verve now, so I don't know what it has that I can't get on Verve.
I still do it for sports, so it's nice to have.
Yeah, they do have good live offerings.
Yeah,
I have YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Oh, do you do YouTube TV?
Mm-hmm. At first, I was just getting it for other members of my family, but then it's basketball season, and I've been watching the Warriors get equal parts whooped and whooping. They just beat the Mavs by 31 tonight. I didn't catch that game though.
People watching Super Bowl on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
We're not allowed to say that on this podcast. To protect the innocent, nobody answer that question.
Yeah, I don't do that NFL stuff anymore, man.
ESPN.
It's gonna be on all the local channels.
I think it's you, Chris, or Kev.
All right, I'll go ahead. So I watched that new Denzel movie, The Little Things. It's pretty good. It was all right. It was a good date movie. Something to watch with your significant other. And it's Denzel. You can't really complain about that. I mean, I was hoping that the story would wrap up a little more satisfying than it did, but it was entertaining. You know, I don't.
Did he direct?
No, he was co-star.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I knew it was in it, but I didn't know if he was like actor director type situation.
nah, yeah, he was
I don't think
co-starring.
Denzel will ever do that.
You don't think he's going to do directing?
He directed something.
Did some movies.
Yeah, he directed some stuff.
He doesn't seem like that type to me. He seems like he just shows up to work, like Samuel Jackson, just shows up to work and does his job, and then
like I'm Denzel.
Goes play golf after he finishes.
I don't take him as a golf guy.
No, he's not. But Samuel is. Samuel is also.
Shows up to work, says a couple motherfuckers, and leaves.
Hey, that's how they cut the check, man.
Not mad at it.
Nigga charging by the motherfucker.
And life is good for him. So
absolutely.
In that Capital One commercial, I cracked up laughing when they showed that in WandaVision.
So yeah, so watched The Little Things over the weekend. We watched some other movies, but I fell asleep. played Gears 5 last week. I'm glad that I'm slowly converting everybody over to Gears. Finished Ghost of Tsushima. Still one of my favorite games of the last couple of years. And then also started Spider-Man. I'm enjoying that. I did the first introductory mission. Had to fight Kingpin and all that good stuff. So getting wrapped up
Black
with
Spider-Man
that.
or White Spider-Man?
I'm on the
He's on the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
He's on White Spider-Man. Right
Peter
now.
Parker.
I'm not on Miles yet. I'll get the Miles after.
You ain't on Swaggy Spider-Man yet. You on that regular?
No, I'm on Swagless
Spider-Man.
You're on a great
Vanilla Spider-Man.
This.
Yeah. We also started before the 90 Day Fiance season 1.
Here we go.
That shit is wild. They got this one. I'm not gonna lie. This one girl on I think she's from Paris or something. She is bad. So I understand that the guy went over to Paris to try to like I felt for him because I've been in a similar situation. But basically the guy went over to Paris to try to like, have this very romantic encounter and them get together and all this stuff. But he literally goes over there, and the first meeting that they sit down, she's like, yeah, I got something to tell you. I got a boyfriend. And it was like, dog, you couldn't say this before I got on the plane or before I booked the ticket like you're gonna wait till I get there. And
easier to say that now.
I'm sizing myself up like to get over there, and yeah, I've been in a similar situation, I will say. But so I felt for him, but yeah, I understand why he went over there because she is bad.
Is it half court shot? Was it like a half court shot? Like you gotta shoot it anyway.
Yeah, it's
the
on that level.
Running out, shoot the shot.
It's on that level. It's on that level.
Full court shot, then a half court.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, I understand his situation, but yeah, there's some other random shit with this one guy that went down to fucking like not even like Rio, but like some like you couldn't even get to this part of Brazil with drive. You had to take a boat, like a 3-day boat ride on the Amazon to get there. He went all the way down there just to
the little white dude, Paul.
Yeah, little white dude. Yeah,
that shit is hilarious.
Duh, this motherfucker, yo, his girl got they caught it on camera. His girl got robbed with a machete. And took her her phone, and it was all because the dude like had like he like freaked out and ran into the woods, and so she went in after him trying to get him to come out, and then she came out by herself, and the dude caught her off guard with the machete and was like, "Hey, give me phone." He took the phone and just ran off into the woods, and she was like, "Oh, that was the worst day of my life. I'm never gonna be with him," and blah blah blah. Just crazy shit. It is so fucking random.
So the guy freaked out, ran into the woods. She ran after him.
Yes, exactly.
See, this is what. Never mind. Keep going.
It's crack, man. They cracked the. They found literally found visual crack. So we are hooked. And that's only season 1. I think they have like
somehow 600-pound life people like watching.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. And then on top of that, started the Outer Worlds for Game Club at DC Gaming Group. So if you're part of DC Gaming Group, or if you're interested in joining the DC Gaming Group, we have a game club, which is basically a book club, but for games. So this month we're playing the Outer Worlds. It's available on every platform, even the Switch, even though it looks like dog shit on the Switch. It still runs.
Do you have to beat it?
Do not recommend.
You don't have to beat it, but just be prepared to talk about it. And yeah. And if you didn't beat it, then don't complain that we're spoiling shit.
I started that shit a long time ago. I just never played it.
Yeah. So if you like any of the Fallouts, particularly Fallout New Vegas, those are people that created that. Also been playing through Cyber Shadow. Still get my ass whooped on that, but I'm almost done.
Fucking hilarious.
And Wonderful 101. I played that on stream yesterday, which is so
I missed
fucking
that.
goofy.
What is that game about?
So basically, it's so you're kind of like it's kind of like Pikmin and
Oh,
Bayonetta mixed together.
you were telling me about this before. Okay.
Yeah, so you basically like you gather people and you create like these massive you morph into these like this big sword and fist and a big chain. I just got a new power, a new whip. You just fight these big ass monsters and kind of like Power Rangers. It's based on the what's the Japanese version of Power Ranger? I mean the yeah, it's based kind of on that.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's super whimsical, super lighthearted. There's a lot of the game was designed for Wii U, the Wii U gamepad. So the whole premise is that you have to draw like the shapes of the weapons that you want to use. So of course for the sword,
like your Green Lantern.
yeah, but I kind of. So it's pretty I enjoy it. It's a lot of like I said, it's lighthearted, it's fun, has a lot of good action, a lot of cool set pieces, but goofy as hell. Like literally had to tickle like this big ass Megazord off of a fucking
Yeah, that shit was funny. I was like, you can't be serious.
No, it was it's so goofy, but I love it.
It's actually like Beautiful Joe, if you ever played that game.
It's actually part of the Beautiful Joe universe. So it's made by the same people. And it's apparently in the same like universe. So
the visual aesthetics are very Beautiful Joe. Like
yeah, it's literally the same people that created Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, character design and the cell shading that they do for the characters.
Yeah, it's super fun. They should I don't know if is it on Xbox. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully they put something like that on Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, one of the games, because I think more people should play it. It's pretty fun. And that's it.
All right. So I guess
one more thing real quick. Fences, The Great Debaters, Antoine Fisher are all movies that Denzel directed.
I forgot about Fences.
Oh, he did direct Fences because he also did the
Antoine Fisher.
I thought he directed Gates.
What the man's wrong with this, bro? Whose man's is this?
That's not even a
Swag, keep going, folks.
But all right, so for me, I've been playing. I played Gears with Creston, JK, JD. We had a good time. It was, I'm definitely coming around to it. So that's cool. I've been playing Final Fantasy 15. I started on like the 21st. I thought I was gonna be able to beat it before it left Game Pass on the 29th. That was a lie. So I ended up buying it. I mean, which wasn't too bad. Like I got the Royal Edition, which is like all the DLC and shit like that, for like $35. Just good because I mean the game dropped for what 60, and I mean at that time I was of the mind that I was never gonna play that shit. So I got the deal.
Get your ass up tonight.
In what?
Final Fantasy.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. That nighttime shit. I'm figured that out.
Scarred.
Bruh, driving at night, that was it was a terrible idea. Still mad at Maurice for suggesting it, frankly.
Oh, he set you up?
Yeah, for the kill, nigga, like 3 times. Bruh. But hilarious. Finally figured that. I mean, so you could run away from the enemies at night, but driving is gonna get you in some trouble. But it's been good. Like I said, I'm enjoying the settings. I'm enjoying the music. There was only one. I had this boss fight the other day that was kind of sort of hard, but not. It wasn't too bad. It was boss fight hard. Been watching WandaVision. I think I'm caught up on that. And I mean, it's definitely weird, for sure. But like
It's a puzzle. It's more of a puzzle than it is action. So
I'm down for weird. I like shows that I mean I'm okay with with weird in general. When I mean, but is that the Royal Edition for 10 though?
Nah, you probably still got to put a good 15 on the
Nah,
DLC.
get that shit out of here. Um, I like shows that are weird that like explore, you know what I'm saying, the medium, like, you know, I like the different aspect ratios and all that type of shit that they be fucking with.
yeah.
I like shit like that. And yeah, like I'm, you know, pretty easy to please. I'll watch it and see where it's going. As long as it's not, you know, terrible or like problematic, like I'll give it a chance. Um,
What was that Marvel show that was on FX?
You talking about You talking
about no Legion.
Legion. Yeah.
Was it weird like Legion? Because I couldn't really get through even the first episode of that.
Not weird like Legion. Legion is more of a psychedelic like mind trip because it's dealing with telekinesis and
also he's the most powerful mutant
Shadow Warrior,
that has ever existed.
Shadow King and stuff like that. So that's a different story.
Yeah. He has like a billion personalities. Of course, he's the most powerful because each personality has powers. But Carl, I recommend skipping the first 2 episodes of WandaVision. That's just not gonna be your thing, man. Just skip them.
WandaVision is a different story in the sense of you're trying to figure out. It starts off like, oh, it's like a little okay, and then you're trying to figure out, okay, so how did they get to this point? Like knowing from like the movies, like how did they get to this point? And so you're trying to figure out what's going on.
Yep.
So
watched this movie that my wife picked out called Booksmart. That shit was fucking hilarious. Like, if you
little girl to two high schoolers. Yes. I think it was directed by Amy Poehler or Tina Fey, something like that.
Somebody. But that shit was very funny.
Hulu?
It's on. I think it's on Netflix actually.
Yeah.
That shit is funny as hell. I've been playing Black Ops on PC, and so one problem that I ran into with this new graphics card that I didn't expect was that my like extra regular HDMI cord wouldn't have enough bandwidth. Yeah. So I had to switch. I didn't realize. And it killed my fucking HDMI cord. I had to throw that shit away. I can't even use it like in my laptop no more. So I had to throw it away. It's just the HDMI cord. Like I'm
toasted.
That's crazy.
Like I don't know what it did to it. It just murdered it.
It had to burn out voltage. It had to burn out the chips because there's chips at the top, like inside the base, right? Had to burn those chips out.
I plugged that shit in, and like I couldn't get no display. Like it would go black, and it'd be like no signal. And I'm like, dog, did my fucking graphics card just die? Like I was about to have a.
Start flipping tables.
Hell yeah, flip every table.
I would flip one too. Just let me know if that happens.
From?
Over here.
I want to strain yourself. I don't know.
Where'd you get your cables from?
These cables are old as hell. I have not bought an HDMI cable in years. I got the one from the 1X. I got the one from the Series X, and I got 2 that I've had at least 3 or 4 years, at least. And I used one of those old ones, and it was not smart.
Nope.
But at least my graphics card is not broke.
Yeah.
Right now, I got the Series X HDMI in there. I'm about to buy a DisplayPort cable and some HDMI 2.1 cables off of Amazon because
go to Monoplex or Micro Center.
Yeah.
You said you're getting a 2.1?
Yeah, and DisplayPort.
Okay.
DisplayPort will bless you.
Can't be playing with that shit. But yes, so after I did that though, because I was messing with the settings, it felt real like stuttery. It didn't feel as smooth as it felt on Series X.
Stutter.
Facts. But after I swapped out the HDMI cord and everything, and at some point it killed the bottom or like the middle PCIe slot that it was in. And I put it in the top one, and that thing has been like smooth sailing ever since. Like no problems at all. I put I haven't had to mess with the settings. Everything is on like max, and it's super smooth. So glad I, you know, figured that out. Got a few casualties along the way, but we're here now. And then life is good so far. I downloaded the Outer Worlds because I'm gonna join Crest and them in the game club. So I downloaded it on PC. I haven't started yet. And I did beat it already, so I was like, do something different. I beat it on on Xbox. So I'm gonna try that and see how that is.
How long did it take you to beat?
How long did it take? Not long, because it was at the time it was like the only game I was playing. So maybe a couple weeks, a month.
That's not bad.
It's not. It's not a long game. If you go straight through, it's not a long game at all.
Straight through it.
Yeah.
Isn't it co-op?
Is it? No, they don't. I think they were planning to add some multiplayer, but it's. Or unless I'm thinking about the wrong game.
You're talking about Outer Worlds, right?
Yeah, we're talking about Outer Worlds.
Yeah, no, there's
ain't no co-op.
That's so stupid.
They don't like you like that.
No,
now that they got that Microsoft money, they might add that on the next one.
They don't waste it on bullshit.
Hold up. All right. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bet. I'm gonna have to mess with that a little bit. But yeah, so Black Ops has been good. Booksmart, WandaVision, Final Fantasy 15. Oh, that's what I wanted to say about 15. If you want, some good, camaraderie shit, pick up 15, man. That shit is it's like all about, what I'm saying, the relationships and the camaraderie and the, whatever. It's good.
About that bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm trying to kill.
And he like, I'm not talking to you, motherfucker. I'm talking to Carl. You
Carl's not gonna play that.
Cooper just trying to kill
you
shit.
Said Carl, man. Oh shit. Well,
Look, I got like 2.7 games, guys.
That's it. That's where you at. That's your comfort.
I might get a swap.
Rocket League,
I'll take a look at it.
Rocket League, Halo, fractional on FIFA, fractional on like a Formula One racing game. That's about it, guys.
Did you at least download SoulCal for tonight?
Yeah.
Apparently, it's on my console already, but that's not one of the games.
You said that's not one of them. That's just for here.
Absolutely.
Oh shit! All right.
That's everybody, right?
Yeah, that's everybody. So we about to switch over to
Hop on this news.
Yeah, cover a little bit of news.
News.
Bruh. So Mass Effect Legendary is coming out. Y'all play Mass Effect? I never got around to Mass Effect, but
first off,
no, I don't.
No, you don't. Okay.
It's finally improving black character. I remember when I first played 3. I tried to make my character black. They said nah. They said it's as dark as you go.
Damn.
Oh shit, it was so funny. But but hopefully they like 3 was good. Andromeda sucked. So hopefully it did. It's just like they just like, oh, here's Mass Effect, whatever. And 3 was good. Now unless you're playing multiplayer, that was pretty fun though. But
multiplayer is like basically a horde mode, right?
Yeah. It was horde mode, but with PvP elements in it too. So you had horde mode. It's just like that new game coming out called Scavengers, where like you can fight against other people, but it's also like a horde mode type. No, I think it was just horde mode. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I only played a little bit of 2. I liked it. I just like those games are just massive, and so them coming out with this next gen, like I'm actually excited because I can because I heard playing through the first one is a little rough.
Yeah.
Like it's running on Unreal 3, Unreal Engine 3, I think.
That's not
So that chain is gonna be super creaky. So
I
I'm
thought
glad.
5 would have been out already.
Oh no. So this is Mass Effect 1. So this was back in like 2007, I think. 2000.
7. And that
Yeah.
was only for Xbox.
Yeah, they didn't. So they were talking about like they were thinking about upgrading the engine, but they were like, nah, well, let's just upgrade the assets. So they got basically Mass Effect 3 on down have like the same fidelity assets, but they all are different. Like I said, Mass Effect 1 is on Unreal 3, and I'm not sure if the other ones I'm not sure what engine they're on, but I know for sure Andromeda was on Frostbite, which is why Andromeda was trash because nobody know how to use it. So that's when EA was trying to like all their games were they were trying to force Frostbite into it, and that's why a lot of those big games like Anthem,
Yeah.
Andromeda,
Yeah.
all those games were
Battlefield.
terrible.
They pretty much got it from Battlefield because they want the destructive aspects of it.
Yeah, Frostbite is, I mean, it's a beautiful ass engine, but it was really designed to do Battlefield. Wasn't
Yeah.
really designed to do anything else, but EA was insisting on having that, high fidelity across the board. Um, and so that's why they failed at a lot of shit. But yeah, hopefully it looks, hopefully it looks good.
Okay. Is it gonna be worth playing? Y'all think? Like, is it something y'all are looking forward to, or you gonna wait till for it to come to Game Pass?
Game
Waiting for it
Pass.
to come to Game Pass.
It's probably I don't know if
It's definitely not something worth buying to me.
Okay.
yeah. It would be cool if they put it on EA Play. But their EA is still EA, so they're trying to make. I mean, they didn't even put Need for Speed Remastered on EA Play, which is blasphemous because that game is amazing. But they're selling it off. They're selling it by itself. So I can see them doing the same thing with this, but hopefully they bring it over to EA Play and then thus into Game Pass. But we'll see.
Yeah. All right. I see. So EA had their earnings call this past week. They got they got a lot of good news. So they got 13 million players now on EA Play. That's after, I want to say, like, almost half of those people are from like Game Pass Ultimate.
Mm,
So they got a
that's
big
good.
big boost off of that. So
That's
Mhm.
good.
hell yeah.
I'm gonna have to fire up some of the old school battlefields just to get in there. Actually, that's actually a good point. Since you were asking about Battlefield earlier, um, Swab, we should fire it up. Um, we should start from Bad Company 2, go up to 3, 4, 1, and 5, and it's all on Game Pass. So, um, that way you can experience the whole Battlefield experience.
And all them joints are worth playing.
Yeah, all of them are worth playing. Especially, I would say my favorite out of all of them, probably 3 and Bad Company 2. But yeah, they're all fun. They're all fun to just jump in and shoot a few people and be like, okay, I get it.
True. All right, I'm gonna download that joint. Well, see what they talking about.
And get some
Um,
Titanfall in your life too.
this
Stop,
man,
stop faking.
that shit is never going back on my motherfucking Xbox.
Damn, for real.
No, I mean,
that breaks my heart.
I mean, you know what? When they come out with Titanfall 3, I might check it out. I don't know if I'm willing to invest in like 1 and 2. We'll see. We'll see. You know, I got some other stuff to play. Maybe I'll come back around. You know.
Come back to it.
Yeah. And so a couple months back we talked about some key people leaving some projects at BioWare. From was the Dragon Age 4 project and oh shit, what was the other one? Oh, and the Mass Effect project, right? Was it Mass Effect?
Mass Effect and
Dragon Age, yeah.
Yep.
But you know, EA is saying they're very very confident about the way those games are going to progress, and you know they basically was saying that it just goes that way sometimes and it ain't nothing. They're not experiencing any hardship because of it. So, I mean, we'll see what they actually like put out.
I don't believe it. I think the BioWare that you know and love from this whole Mass Effect and Dragon Age series.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those people are gone, and
Damn.
I don't have faith that they can capture that magic again. So good luck. Good luck with the next version of Anthem. Good luck with I mean it was actually disheartening watching you all play Anthem that time. It was actually very uncomfortable watching that.
Yeah. It was, and you go back cuz you want, I don't know. You want it to be you got hope. Yeah, you got hope and you in denial a little bit. And you just want it to be the way it was supposed to be, the way they keep promising it's gonna be.
I don't think it's gonna ever happen. I understand what Creston's saying. I went back and tried playing it myself. It was sad. And like I love flying around. Don't get me wrong. Like I can fly around in that game for a good 15 minutes and enjoy myself. It's just when I do anything else.
Damn.
I mean, it was like simple stuff of like y'all trying to sync up on what was it, like going in one of the dungeons or something?
Yeah, we was trying to get on a mission together.
Gosh. Like this is painful. Like I was like they got a long way to. I don't know if they might quietly just be like, yeah, we're not doing anything on this anymore. Enjoy this. We're gonna focus all our attention on Mass Effect and Dragon Age going forward.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they do that.
It's unfortunate, man. And so what was this? This was not too long ago. That EA no longer has like exclusivity over the Star Wars games. So other people are gonna be able to make Star Wars games now. But EA said, I mean, fuck, they was like, fuck it, we still gonna keep going. Ain't nobody about to stop our Star Wars flow. And I mean
they can continue doing Battlefront. I wouldn't be mad at that.
That's what I was gonna say. Battlefront 2 got a real good boost after I mean it's on Game Pass, right? And then Epic gave it away for free on PC.
Yep.
Yeah, everything I've been
is fucking boom.
Hell yeah. Didn't their servers go down for a little while?
Probably.
They were having trouble.
Be surprised.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
and Fallen Order.
Did they have their own data centers or?
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure that they do. Or they probably license out the AWS or something.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think the reason Disney's doing this for the most part is because EA makes certain games, like you guys are saying, well, and then they make other games poorly. And so a Star Wars franchise is trying to diversify. They want the best Star Wars games. So they don't necessarily want EA to make all of their games. I understand that kind of having that exclusivity for like KOTOR 2, which is like, or 3, I guess, which is like Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Which was like their huge game back in like the early 2000s.
Oh, right? I used to love that game.
Yeah, I did too.
I hated that game.
Damn. They're supposed to be working on a remaster, I think.
Right. I accidentally rented that game, and when I popped it in, I was so disappointed.
Oh, yeah, and it makes sense to me because like that's not your kind of game. You got like there's a lot of stuff you can do before any kind of excitement happens. Like, there's a lot of like trying to find things, walking around. It's a story. You're basically just following the story. Yeah, you would hit it, Carl. But
I thought it was gonna be Force Unleashed before Force Unleashed.
Right. It's not.
It wasn't.
Now that's like where it was
that's
like
Jedi Academy you're thinking of. Jedi Academy is Force Unleashed before Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
But now if they would have made it like if they would have made a nice little over puppet like same style but with freeform fighting like they did in Final Fantasy. I think it would be better.
That's what that's all it really needed. I hated the RPG style of fighting, but I liked it would be more like Cyberpunk, except for Cyberpunk's fighting sucks, by the way. Like the fist fighting stuff is trash. You really can I just throw haymakers. There's no reason to try to put together combos. That's just gonna put you in trouble. But that's beside the point. The point is like I think KOTOR is a game that they that has like a huge following. I'm sure there's still people playing it now, and I think they want somebody else to build that game, not EA. Because like name a like a good RPG that EA's made.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently Dragon Age series is good.
I mean,
Dragon Age isn't bad.
Whoa! What?
Oh!
Calm your ass down. I don't know about all that.
This nigga coming out of the depths talking
shit. Talking big shit. Oh, wait up. I mean, I haven't played like Dragon Age 1 or 2, but Inquisition is that shit. And I'm excited for the next installment.
Yeah, but 1 out of a billion, right? Like they made one good RPG, and how's the story in Dragon Age? Is it a story-driven RPG, or is it more of a just the actual turn-based kind of RPG?
It's like well, I wouldn't necessarily call it an action RPG. It's definitely heavy on the RPG side.
Can you skip? Press the skip button and not miss anything?
Probably not. Okay,
because that's the kind of game that KOTOR is. You can't skip the dialogue. The dialogue drives.
Yeah.
Every decision you make changes like what type of person you are. So every statement makes you either a good Jedi or a bad Jedi, or you can float in the middle. But technically, you really don't have two routes. Even if you float in the middle, you still got to choose between good and evil at the end. But that kind of like style of game, I don't think they want that in EA's hands, and that makes sense. Like,
they've reopened what was it, Lucas Arts?
Yeah, they did. Which I don't know. I don't understand why they reopened it, because let's be honest, it's not the same necessarily. It's not the same people. This isn't George Lucas. They just reopened it. Maybe it's like a marketing thing. Like, why do they are the same? They bring back the same executives and everybody who was involved in the first time, or are they just reopening the studio?
I think it's just a division in Disney that's all Star Wars, and
right.
They serve as the liaison between because apparently like Ubisoft is working on the open world joint. EA on some shit. I'm sure somebody else is working on something. So they just probably serve as like just the creative overlords, as opposed to just like
the Kevin Feige to their video game world, because Kevin Feige is their Marvel guy, and Kathleen Kennedy is their Star Wars woman. So I guess Lucas Arts would be basically their this is the direction of the story kind of person.
Exactly. Yep.
Go ahead.
The guardians of the IP, basically.
Right. Because the way they're trying to
I'm done.
the way they're trying to tell the Star Wars story now is that everything is canon. Everything Disney puts out, they want to be canon.
Yeah.
So that's what they did. They came in, they stripped away everything that wasn't Disney and wasn't in the first 3 movies or the first 6 movies, and they said from now on only the stuff that Disney makes plus Clone Wars, which was Cartoon Network, that's canon. Everything else is not canon. So, but they're saying everything they put out a children's book, that's canon. So if Yoda puts up a Christmas tree in a children's book, guess what? He did that in canon now, because that's how Disney wants their stuff to be.
They wanted to apparently line up.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I'm saying they basically wanted to like a timeline, basically of events, basically. So
apparently they're wrapping up. They're bringing back the KOTOR stuff and into canon. That's like the rumors, I guess.
Yeah, yes, because it's one of the it's easy. They were gonna. That's what the what you call it guys. What are they? The Game of Thrones guys were gonna do. That's why they rushed y'all last season and ruined y'all lives.
Bruh.
They're good for nothing.
Why are you bringing that up? Very hard.
No, I just wanted to just put some salt on the wound real quick.
They're a bunch of floozies.
Reopen an old wound. Yeah, I just wanted y'all to feel a little bit of pain. But yeah, those guys were supposed to write an Old Republic story, which was probably going to center around that. Yeah. Whatever.
It's all right, AJ. We're gonna sprinkle some salt in them wounds.
Facts.
You mean Halo? Soul Calibur, I'm gonna be. Look, okay. You know I can't do my junk talk today because I'm serious.
All right, so
I can't stand you humans.
The last thing from EA is that they're getting back into college football without NCAA.
Yes.
And so they don't have any
more money,
player licenses, anything like that. And I mean, yeah, because they want to, of course, make money. And I'm confused about it. It's like, on the one hand, who the fuck are you going to put in your game?
No, they're working with a licensing company that already has kind of like, I think, the rights to like college stuff.
Yeah.
So they're going to basically work off that. Now, what they're not doing is involving the NCAA, which means they don't have to worry about those lawsuits. They got sued by players because they're making money off their likeness, which is funny because the players should have went after the NCAA, but you just can't beat the NCAA.
Yeah,
because you signed something that you go in. Yeah,
they signed NCAA signed them on.
Yeah,
like they should have said, "Hey, we're gonna give you a little cut."
So they can't do. The thing is, the NCAA is changing their rules, so I think EA is waiting out this legislation a little bit before they make any moves, because they can't. They got sued. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't put yourself right back in that situation. So you either don't do college football anymore, which is what they did, for 8 years now, or you find a way around it, which is what they did. But I think they're waiting there because they're not making a game this year. And that legislation is going to happen soon because California is already like, look, they can make money off their likenesses. You can't stop them.
Yeah.
So the NCAA is going to probably bend to that, even though they don't want to, because the fact that California has UCLA and USC, two really big popular schools that make a lot of money. Stanford,
you can't get into Stanford.
No. Yeah. Well, what you do in the meantime, if y'all like playing football, is go and get that bad boy, their little Black College Experience video game.
I was just about to say that there should be a MEX SWAC.
There was. That's what JK was talking about.
It was.
JK was on the game.
Yeah.
They just had my name on there, but they had my big ass as fullback.
Yeah, they can't put your name on there, but they'll put you can tell because it's like, hey, I'm 5'10". Hey,
I got everything else, everything
pounds.
but your name.
Yeah.
Like they got all
hey,
your
I
stuff.
ran a 4.5 in the 40. Right? So it's like, yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
So
it was pretty cool though. Like I saw with my homeboys, Price, who we were roommates at the time when he got it. Yeah, 360 was playing it. You could play it like you could like do halftime as the band and stuff, and
of course, because the band's actually more important than the game. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wonder if it's backwards compatible. I wonder if it works on Xbox One.
That's what, and that's what somebody was.
Sure it
I think Maurice was saying. I can't remember, but he was like, "When y'all gonna play this for Black History Month?"
I doubt it's backwards compatible though. I know so many other games that were more popular that are not backwards compatible. You think they care about our black minds? If it's backwards compatible, it is backwards compatible for the next 24 days, and then they're gonna shut it off.
I'm dead.
It's an affirmative action thing. It's a Black History thing.
What's the name of the game?
Black College Experience or something like that. Black. What is it called? One second.
BCFX, Black College Football Experience. The Experience.
There it is.
A stupid name. Like,
look,
what?
man, these are geniuses making these games.
They was like, nah, we just gonna give y'all niggas anything. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it was like, I'm sure people argued over the name, and that's why it's so convoluted. Is they're like, nah, man, it has to have experience in it, but it also has to have Black College in it, and they're just
like, and they were like, you know what? We'll just call it all of that.
Yeah, just call it the whole thing.
Terrible.
And let the people.
I'm gonna add it to my.
You said it.
You still have a 360 sitting around?
Oh yeah, I got too many 360s.
No, yeah, I got two, but I don't even know if they work anymore.
Yeah.
You need to get one of Maurice. Get that, get that stain off his.
We're gonna have to create our own server for Xbox Live, huh?
Pretty much.
I was trying to find X-Link Kai or whatever it's called. I was trying to find that code somewhere, but I can't find that anywhere.
Oh, it's dead.
X-Link is dead?
Nah, I don't know. I was just fucking.
I think X-Link and XB Connect is still kicking a little bit.
I don't know. I have XB Connect on my service. Remember, I couldn't run it.
Yeah, but that's probably because you have Windows 10. Like,
that's true.
It still requires, I think, a 32-bit architecture to really run.
I got an old desktop. I'll see if that works. But yeah, we probably have to get our own server so we can get a couple games going.
Good luck.
Look, it's Black History Month.
Right,
you gotta think about that. We're trying to represent black athletes and black excellence and black experiences, and you're over here shutting it down.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
It's $9 at Walmart. Is there
at Walmart?
I went to the website. It's there.
That might be from a third-party seller. No, Walmart.com got third-party sellers now.
Walmart.com has it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Walmart $8.95. They just knew it was gonna fly off the shelves. They bought
Look, it'll get here by the 9th. According
there you
to
go.
Walmart.
Go and pick that up. Go and pick it up.
Hey, man, pick that game up, guys. Everybody out there listening.
It might be a digital version. You guys clowning. It might be a digital version somewhere.
Go and check the Microsoft store on the Xbox.
I'm absolutely gonna do that.
In other news, Sony put out a PS5 firmware update for some PS4 game install issues. Did y'all? I don't know. We only got 2 people here with PS5s, but have y'all had any of these problems that they're talking about, like installing PS4 games?
No, I haven't really.
No,
it was just no, I haven't.
No, nope, haven't had any problems. I know
Ghost downloaded fast. Ghost download easily. Apex download easily. Control. Not a lot of PS5 games out there, so
exactly. That's why I'm like telling people like you're good. Just wait till it's
more
wait a year.
Wait till December.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right. You had any of them problems, Maurice? You be Playing everything on disc.
We don't play no disc around here, cuz.
Oh no, it's on to Maurice.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, he is in the dark ages.
I might
mean,
have
you
to
know,
go disc for this game though. It's not on. I just went to Xbox.com.
oh shit.
No
It's not
love.
on there.
Like you could find the game from like a description, but you can't like download it.
They'll be like, yeah, we know about that. What,
I know
what
about
else you
I
want?
can get to it.
What you want?
Yeah, what you want with it?
Can't download it? Nah. You can't
Are
do
you
I'm
that.
gonna
good?
write a strongly worded letter and remind them that it's Black History Month when I ask for that game to be put in.
And they're gonna crumble that shit up and
Game
throw it in
Pass.
a basket.
They're gonna be like, sir, we don't support this.
Tweet at Phil Spencer.
You said
Damn.
bruh. All right, so
Uh,
a Texas emergency alert went out telling
He
residents
does something.
to look out for the fucking Chucky doll. Like they didn't say Chucky by name, but it's like the alert was like the nigga was wanted for kidnapping, and the description was like short red-headed male through like 3'1", has a large knife, blue overalls with a colorful striped shirt.
The fuck?
Supposedly it was a mistake.
Somebody
What is
got
life?
fired.
Like, dog, can you
Like,
imagine
you
being the
got fired.
motherfucker who wrote that test and then that shit like accidentally went out to like I don't know how many people.
Well, at least it wasn't as scary
Everybody
as
with a phone.
it wasn't as scary as the Hawaii missile warning.
That-
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
If you ever like read some of like the interviews of some of the parents who were just like turned on some cartoons, prepared like didn't say shit to my kids, just kind of sat there and made sure they were happy. Like, can you imagine that shit? Like, just to yourself, like, that's it, it's over, it's done.
Absolutely not.
It's like that movie The Mist at the end.
Yeah.
Mm.
Where he kills. Yeah.
Yeah, he kills the whole family, and then
The whole
like
family.
then the mist like lifts, and then everything is fine.
Bruh.
When I saw that, I was like, bruh, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I would just kill myself right there. Like, it's over. It's over.
So was this a hack or what happened?
So
Like,
so basically they got away from
You talking about the Chucky stuff, or you talking
yeah,
about
the Chucky stuff.
Oh.
Not the Miss movie. I'm not interested in that. Come on, guys.
This man it's in a scary movie? Okay.
No, come on, guys. Let's be real.
They said it was a test malfunction. That's it. I mean,
Somebody-
they
somebody
apologized.
fucking around.
Yeah,
Somebody-
exactly. That's
So
why.
that must have been their test message that they sent and they thought it was funny and they sent it internally to the office.
That's what I'm saying.
And then a real one, and then they forgot they were testing on Pride.
Oh, shit.
Exactly. That's exactly
When
what
you
happened.
forget you test on Prod.
Like, it was pointing at Pride instead of.
Oh, I didn't know Aubrey Plaza was in the latest Child's Play.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
the
she
mother.
was. Yeah.
That shit is crazy. Like, imagine the fucking conversations like with your boss after that.
Oh shoot, I'm not sure, Leo.
Yeah, audio's cutting out again.
Oh, hold up.
Or
But
cut
yeah,
out.
I'm gonna
somebody got somebody got
Yeah.
somebody got the bad hammer on that.
Yeah, no, I've
Absolutely.
done some stuff where I was pointing at Prod when I shouldn't have been, and then accidentally like I was testing the email and sent one, and then my boss was like, "What's this?" I'm like, what is
it?
Don't know
what that is.
it? Interesting.
We both surprised.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it. It's fine.
But it's interesting when it comes to Chucky. They actually, when they made this new one, they made it to where it's like
It's a robot.
Yeah, Chucky's not evil. It's the person who lifted all the safeguards for him. So
he's an AI doll.
He's an AI doll. So he's learning from humans about malice, killing, and stuff like that. So he's not an evil.
Okay.
He's not an evil like Satanist who can transfer his soul. It's a doll. It's an AI doll that's learning from humans.
And he's just learning all the wrong stuff.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Mark Hamill does the voice of Chucky.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah. You can tell if you hear him and playing doing voice acting for the Joker in the Batman animated series, you kind of hear a hint of the Joker a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a different movie, but
so the Genshin Impact Studio gave PS5s and switches to their employees for for a bonus.
Shit.
And I mean,
give me cash.
Okay, if you can afford this, nigga, cut me a check.
No, give me cash.
You should just get cash. Put it in my hand.
Yeah, I want to. Let me decide if I want a PS5 or a Switch.
Exactly.
Like that's good and nice, but what if I already have a PS5 and a Switch? Now I have two, and now I have to sell this one. Selling things is work. Like there's people who actually do that for a living. They call it stores. They open them up. Those people open up stores to sell things for a living. It is not free. It takes energy and time, and you just made it. So now I gotta sell my Switch, or your Switch, or whatever, just to recoup.
Like my nephew.
I mean, yeah, you can give it away to another person as a gift, but if you're gonna call it a bonus, it better be bonus to what I'm. It better not just be like you call it a gift if you're gonna give it to me. Give me a PS5 or a Switch. So you handed out gifts, but don't say you handed me a bonus. I want cash for my bonuses.
A little fat little bonus, then I'm like, cool.
Look, what's a PS5? What, $500?
Yeah, like $530.
I'm not saying that's a little bit of money, but that doesn't seem like a large bonus.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like if you give that and then it gives you like $1,000 bonus or something like that.
Yeah, no, if they gave you that and money, then they're the best company ever. But if they just gave you that and called it a bonus, that's a completely different story.
Something else entirely.
Yeah. It's like paying me and hey, we're gonna pay you in Best Buy credits or something. It's like nigga, I need to eat too. I don't just need refrigerators and washing machines.
We're gonna pay you in Chick-fil-A coupons.
Chick-fil-A, yeah, we'll pay you in Chick-fil-A cards.
We'll pay you in Chick-fil-A.
How am I gonna get my lights on with these Chick-fil-A cards? Now I gotta go work something out with somebody down the street.
Sell a bit to friends. $20.
Call them niggas up. They probably take Chick-fil-A. They
what you working at?
You ain't even try.
That's true. I didn't. You know what? That's my bad. My bad.
Some of these people love Chick-fil-A more than they love their wallet.
So. I retract my statement. Chick-fil-A spends good everywhere. I forgot about that. It's like Visa. It's like Visa. It's like Visa and then Chick-fil-A and then Bitcoin. Right.
You said and then Bitcoin.
Yep. So it's Visa, Chick-fil-A, Bitcoin. That's how it goes. And I forgot about that. You can literally just walk into like a doctor's office and be like, "Yeah, I need an X-ray and here's a spicy chicken sandwich."
This is my copay right here.
Yeah, it's your copay. No, forget a copay. That's my deductible. Here's my deductible. That's 2 of them with the Polynesian sauce. You telling me I don't have to pay for another surgery
extra
ever again?
Polynesian right there.
That Chick-fil-A sauce though.
Y'all making me hungry now.
Oh my bad.
Right?
Let's stop this.
You crossed.
Oh shit. All right. So what else we got? So Google has killed off Stadia's first party studios.
What?
They talking about they want to focus on the platform.
They were doing so well.
whatever. Facts. Amazon shit is not going well either. All their games have been pushed back or canceled. And it's just not looking good for cloud gaming right now, y'all. Like what?
Yeah,
they tried.
We don't need it.
You said we don't need it.
We need it.
No, we need it. Just they're not the people to do it. They should have bought a business and never said that it was an Amazon business, never said it was a Google business, and people would have looked at it differently. Like you can't have your hands in so many different pots and not expect people to kind of be skeptical when it's like same thing with the phone. When Amazon came out with the phone, it's like Nigga, we know what you're trying to do. You just want to be in every part of our life so you can monetize every part of our life. Absolutely. And every business is trying to do that, but we get anxious when one business does that too much, right? It's like I don't want like Google to have that much access to me. I mean, they already have pretty much everything because they have my phone, but like it just it feels like you're giving up more and more of your freedom. Nobody wants to sell their soul like that. Like,
well, like
let me sell it one piece at a time. You know, like
chip it away. Chip it away.
Yeah, like our souls are bitcoins, and we're just breaking them off. It's just one.
I'll give you a fractional share.
It's a block. It's just a piece of the blockchain. Just
like, damn, you can't have a whole ledger. Get up out of here.
I don't want them to have my password.
For y'all asses for this whole Caliber event. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, he was practicing.
Right. That's gonna be fun for him.
What are we talking about?
No, it's not.
What are we talking about?
I'm not worried at all. It's gimmick. Once I figure out the gimmick, I'm not gonna be worried.
True.
It's not like he can get better in one. I'm not worried.
Or don't hit back.
But yeah, RIP Stadia. It's good to know you.
I mean, it ain't dead yet. They may not kill it. Crescent, you don't even know.
I mean, so I was listening to a couple podcasts this week, and a couple people had some good ideas that they can probably like pivot into. They were saying that they could possibly like pivot into hotels, like that being a part of. Remember them old school remember back in the day what they had the N64 controller connected to the TV, and you can like order games and stuff like that. That was the original Game Pass, but they were saying so they were saying that they could probably pivot into that space.
Why they haven't done that already? Like you can easily have like a Fire Stick or something, Xbox Stick, whatever, and sell it to all the hotels. And then
they travel with my Chromecast, so
you just travel with your controller and then just connect to it.
Yeah. I mean,
they selling to hotels is a market in itself. I knew a guy. I knew a guy who knew a guy. Not me. I didn't know the guy, but I knew the guy who knew the guy.
Well, you sound real sketchy.
and this guy sold shampoo, but he did not sell it to consumers. He sold it to hotels. That's all he did was sell shampoo. He didn't care anything about regular people. He sold shampoo in bulk to hotels, and he made a killing because that's what they use. First of all, they have to replenish stock almost every day,
all the time,
right?
Yep.
And so you basically, and you never have to worry about like quality or anything like that because hotels don't care about quality. They just need it in there, right?
Yeah.
Like the hotel shampoo does not lather. You can't get a bubble off.
You gotta use the whole bottle for that.
You gotta get one bubble. Yeah. You get one bubble. If you get you can just get the whole thing out. You get one bubble.
That shit
it does not lather.
Smell,
it's probably kill your hair at the same time too.
Look, man, it is terrible shampoo, but somebody is making a killing providing those little bottles. And
I'm mad at it.
You mix that recycling, you're in the money. You recycle them things and start right over. But so selling to hotels is a great idea because, well, I mean, not these days. There's probably not that many people in hotels as there used to be because travel's down. But when travel was up, you think about just how many. Like, not only are you selling the system to them, but now you have to sell maintenance to them. Like, you have to sell like you making sure that the system is always up to date and stuff like that. Like the support. Like you can sell that to them. Support is something that people sell all the time, right? Like, shoot, isn't that how some of the Linux distros make money? They're like, yeah, you can have the Linux, but guess what? If you want somebody to help you out, Red Hat does that. Yeah, it's like, but if you want some help with your, all this.
That's a whole new division right there.
But they would have to do like a Game Pass type of thing, like for Stadia, since it's already so portable and you could just have it on your phone and Cast and Chromecast. To do it with the hotel to make it compelling is like, okay, here's a whole basket of games, and we'll charge you
just rotate it
a couple bucks a day or something like that.
Yeah, and to add it into your add it into your bill, and
Of course they will. Yeah,
Be
the
like
hotel's not going to take that. They're not going to take that.
Yeah.
That's not how hotels work. They just pass everything off on you.
You'd be like
Absolutely.
Luxor.
The reason you pay like $1 billion for the stuff in the mini bars, you're paying for everything. Somebody brought that candy bar to that place. You paid for that.
Yeah.
You're paying for the energy that refrigerates that stuff. Like they're not hotels
paying
don't
for a
take.
damn thing.
They're not paying for
No
anything. They transfer that
else.
all the way onto you.
Yeah, so what?
Yeah.
You gonna refrigerate this? It costs 2 watts a week. Yeah, nah, that's you. That's all you.
like you crack
That's all
the
you
seal
pay.
on a bottle. Oh, that's $5.
50 cents per watt.
Yeah.
Per minute.
Facts.
Per second.
All right, so Demon Slayer got a game coming to
Yeah,
all
I
the
saw
platforms.
that. Yeah.
Don't be trash like all the other anime games.
I'm just, and I like Demon Slayer. I want this game to be good, but I don't know how they
do a
can
good
make that
job.
happen.
Yeah, they gotta do a good job.
It's very unlikely.
It's not.
It's the same thing as like how every international movie came out with a game at one point. Remember, like every huge movie, every big movie had a game. Like they just made a game for the movie, but the game was never good. The game, nobody ever said, "Oh, remember that game they came out with?" Remember, there's a game that came out with Star Trek. Nobody talks about that game. It wasn't good. Couldn't have been.
Yeah.
I can't be less motivated for that game. That's so horrible.
And it's like, what? I don't understand. Like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, what you need to be doing is animating this damn show.
Look, I wish that game animators and anime animators overlapped a lot more. They don't. If they did, because anime they're just cell shading. So this is all 3D, and then they paint on a 3D object, right? That's how they do the anime games. That's why it's so easy to come out with them, because the technology for it, it's easier than making a regular 3D game, right? You're painting over a cell shaded figure, so you get the benefits of moving this animated looking character in 3 dimensions. So you don't have to draw frames, so you get the best of both worlds. But it looks cheap. That's why they don't do it for anime itself. They do it somewhat anime. You see it a lot more in anime these days, where there's 3D added into the actual show. Like anything that takes like a lot of frames to draw and it's repetitive, they might replace it with 3D, because that way they can save on animators. Animators are super expensive and costly in time. So the problem is there's not a lot of overlap between game animation and anime animation, because if there was, yes, absolutely, kill that project and just put those guys over on Demon Slayer the show. But because there's no overlap, it's just like it's just another way for them to grab money based on people on fandom. I don't think they really need many people to buy in on this.
Yeah, I think that they, based on the speed and the quantity in which a lot of these anime games come out, they have very constrained budgets. So like any little spark, like they make their money back, and then some good amount of profit on top of them. Gotta be, because that's just how. I mean, that's only that's the reason why they just keep coming out with them, because
and they're all using the same kind of system. It's the same system,
same engine.
So it seems like they've got this thing.
They got the formula.
It's like Madden.
Down.
It's like Madden. Madden doesn't change much from year to year.
Yep.
It's the mechanics are pretty much, and the game engine, all that stuff is pretty much the same. And the way that the game is played doesn't change. The only thing that changes is that they charge you another $60 for an updated roster and some new textures.
Yep.
Which is bullshit.
Facts.
Just play Dragon Ball Fighters. That's the
anime game. I downloaded that. I started practicing on that.
It's on Game Pass?
Nah,
it was cheap though. It was real cheap.
You don't want
for the base anyway. If you want all the fighters, you're gonna spend as much as if you bought the game.
Hurtful. Yeah. But all right, I might check that out. So GameStop's share price has definitely taken a dive. Wall Street bets niggas are in pain. Right. They hurting real fucking bad. But GameStop, like we were talking last week about how if they want to take advantage of this, they got to make some moves, and they did. They've hired a new CEO. They hired they filled 2 other like executive slots, I want to say. And I mean, you know, they making some moves. They giving it the old college try. So I'm not about to, you know, drop 50K in it, but I'm curious to see kind of.
Bought some fractional shares.
Yeah.
I think I got a good $10 in there.
There you go, good $10 in there. Boom. That's
Good
all
job.
you need.
Let's see what it does.
Exactly. If they take off and shit, like you'll be in a good spot right there.
You basically just said let it ride and put
I'm
a couple chips on the table.
$10.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like that's what you did. You just put money on it. You were just like betting on black. I don't know. You have no idea what's gonna happen.
Well, that's hard-earned income right there.
You said that's some facts.
It's a few minutes of your day.
All right, so we're gonna go to topic of the week for this week. It's Black History Month. This week we're talking about impactful black characters in Blerdy shows. And to start us off, we do have 2 like upcoming joints from black creators. Ryan Coogler has given us a show that's set in Wakanda on Disney Plus, and Idris Elba is working on like an animated Afrofuturist series that's coming out on Crunchyroll. And I'm looking forward to both of those joints. I'm definitely I hope that I hope that they got whatever they're doing with Verve like down pat, because I want to watch that joint. I fuck with.
Want to have both of them bitches.
Yeah.
And not pay 2 prices.
Exact. Like, don't start fucking around with the fuck around. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Do y'all have any like, you know what I'm saying, like cornerstone black shows or Blerdy characters that y'all was fucking with that was like, yo, this is my shit. This is I'm fucking with this.
It's a cornerstone to me, not cornerstone
to you.
To blackness. Okay, good. It's much safer that way. So, for me, there is I don't know if you guys ever seen the show Las Vegas.
Yeah.
There's James, I think his name was James LaSure or something LaSure, as the actor, but he played this character called Mike Cannon. So Las Vegas was like a show about a casino, and a lot of it centered around the security of a casino. So him being the token black character on the show, he was basically like the Robin to the white guy to the Batman, which was like James, the guy who was like the super marine in the first Transformers. That guy, that's where he came from. He came from Las Vegas. Josh Duhamel or whatever his name is. He was the one who was Tyrese's boss or Tyrese's commanding officer, right? Okay. Him. So he came from Las Vegas, and so Mike Cannon played this guy's Robin. But what I liked about Mike was an engineer. Mike was the smartest guy on the show by far, and in my opinion, the funniest character on the show, like the most charisma. The rest of the people were kind of like there for their attractiveness, because that's kind of what that show was. It was like an attractive like drama, like a bunch of. It was like the CW before the CW with slightly older people, but like it was like unnecessary drama. There's no way this much stuff happens in a hotel casino. But yeah, so I kind of like, I just like the fact that the black guy was the smartest person in the room. He was like very confident. He's like those kind of things. He's MIT grad and engineer, and he did all kinds of cool stuff, and everything that he was involved in was either tech. He was either coding, he was basically touching every single tech thing. Like he was their Q or whatever. They just like, you know, whenever something broke, they were like, anybody seen Mike? Like they needed to talk to Mike.
Anybody seen that nigga who know how to use tech?
yeah, basically. And then there was this show, Leverage.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too.
Leverage, Alec Hardison off of Leverage. That's played by he's played by Aldous Hodge. Yeah, I don't know if he's the black dude in Underground, one of the main people in Underground.
We talk about anime. That's funny.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about anime because like there are very few black characters in anime to begin with.
This man said Piccolo.
There's
Piccolo. So we adopted Piccolo the same way we adopt anybody who's not white that has even some kind of. But to be honest, Piccolo got beaten too many times for us to really like. We only messed with him because he was black. Like if Piccolo was a white character,
it's a better pick than Mr. Popo.
Mr. Popo was he probably was the only black person on the show.
I know.
Mr. Popo was blacker than all of us.
I know, but you know.
He's basically one of those mammy jars. But
Shinkai was definitely black. He was like, God damn it, you mess up my fucking house, bro.
But yeah, sorry. Alec Hardison was who I was bringing up. He was the guy. Leverage was a show about basically about a crew of thieves and grifters and hitters that basically ran heists on other bad guys. And the smartest person on the show, once again, a black guy. So for me, somebody who's in tech, and it was cool to see the smartest character being a black person. And you know, they're also, to me, the funniest characters on the show. They had the most, like I said, once again, charisma. It was like they weren't just like some geeky guy in a corner either. All right. They had personality. And so for me, those were huge. I mean, like super huge. I still watch those shows, at least episodes that are centric to those characters even now. Sometimes I'm like, I need a black pick-me-up. Like I need to watch a show where a black guy does something awesome and it fits in like what I do or whatever. Like it just I could see aspirational stuff about myself in those characters. So
yeah, for me, Dean Devlin makes good shows.
Yeah, Dean Devlin, yeah.
Dean Devlin makes very good shows. But if we're talking about anime, there's a good chunk of, well, I could count maybe 7.
You have to go to recent animes to find black anime characters.
No,
like
there's
Yoruichi from Bleach and Tosin from Bleach are like the first 2 black anime characters I actually like. They called them black. Like the reason I knew Yoruichi was black is because one of the bad guys called her that black chick. And I was like, oh, snap, she's African-American? Is that what we're saying? Or African-Japanese? Like, is that what you're telling me? Because before, I just thought she was a dark-skinned, because they have dark-skinned characters all the time, but her hair didn't really represent ours. Tosin did. Tosin had the little braids, but...
Yeah. Hers kind of did. It was kind of like...
No, it was regular anime hair. It was regular anime chick hair. It was in a ponytail. It was just purple. Like, that's not... Purple isn't blackness. Like...
Why not?
I mean, we can rock any color is what I'm saying. Like purple isn't like it's not like it's like niggas and you think niggas and you think purple.
Royalty.
It is a color of royalty. I agree, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about why would you think that she's black just because why would you think purple hair and dark skin makes her black? And there's a lot of dark skinned people too. She didn't have to be black, she could have been Indian. Right? So it's like you think about anime, it's hard to find black characters like you gotta think like that happened recently. They just stopped drawing us with the fat lips, with the tire lips. They just found out. I'm pretty sure they just found out that was racist. Like 2012, they were like, "Oh shoot, we shouldn't draw niggas with tire lips and charcoal skin."
They knew after they'd done it, because I think
a lot of the anime I saw back in that day, black people, like if you look at black people depicted in anime, like before 2012, almost I can guarantee you like 75% of the time they had humongous tire looking lips and very, very dark skin. Like Shaman King did it. Like I said, Dragon Ball Z was the king of it because he loved those cartoons. I don't know if he knew they were racist or not, but Akira Toriyama actually loved those cartoons. So oh yeah, and Froze, right?
Froze, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of, and like you said, there is a cultural gap when it comes to, black people in Japan and stuff like that depicted. Even though that there have been black people in Japan that so they kind of know, but they don't know. But they don't know like
they can't possibly know what's racist from all the way over
That's what I'm saying. They know about black people. They just didn't know about the racism parts because they never been to but they never been to.
Nobody holds it against Akira Toriyama that he drew niggas that way. We just pretended like niggas didn't exist in that universe, and we adopted Piccolo.
I mean, then became Oob, and then
Oob wasn't really black though. Oob was just dark skinned. Oob looked more like they were trying to bite off of like closer to India or closer to those. There are all types of Asians. There are actually Asians who are dark too, right? So he looked like he was biting more towards that than actual black people, because he didn't have his texture of hair was the same as everybody else's hair. Like he didn't.
So
yeah, but it was a sharp, spiky mohawk. Niggas ain't got our stuff don't spike. Not without a lot of wax. Our stuff don't spike.
You can spike it and come into a Jerry curl.
Bruh. What were you gonna say?
What's happening, sir? Come on.
All I'm saying is that if we want to talk about pivotal characters to be on television per se, like you have to permanent spike it. I'm done. You would have to think about like back when Star Trek was around, like Lieutenant
Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, Deep Space Nine. That's one. Lieutenant Uhura.
She's from the regular one, but yeah, she's the first black.
She's the first black. She did the first black first interracial kiss on TV, and boy, I saw a picture of her back then. She was cut. Like I don't know if that was a fake photo or what, but she had abs for days. I was like, God damn. But her and then Eartha Kitt, of course, playing Catwoman. So like there's tons of through history, like people think like this whole black nerd thing is kind of like new. Like, nah, we've been around since day one. And a lot of times we've been in holding it as a secret because a lot of people are like, oh well, like I don't know if y'all ever got this, but like when I was in middle school, high school, people used to say like, oh, you watch anime? Watch that white people shit.
I play baseball.
Yeah. Like baseball.
That's true about baseball though, Preston. That's white people shit.
That is white people shit.
Wow. Y'all apparently don't know your history. So
no, it's no. I mean, niggas played it for a while, but we gave it away. We gave it back to
away from basketball.
And then they gave it away to people from other countries because they wanted cheap players. So
Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, and they're good at it though. But
and golf has stayed white. I mean, besides Tiger, but I mean,
look,
that's the exception.
You trying to put your white balls in brown Mother Earth? That's a white sport.
That is a white sport.
I stole that joke. I forgot which comedian did it. I stole it though. I wish I could give him credit.
Funny.
I think it was like Eddie Griffin or something like that.
It sounds like Eddie Griffin, but
what's like his name? Fuck. I'll get back. To it. Paul Mooney.
Yes.
It wasn't Mooney, but I'll give him credit later. I'll find
out. I just find it funny when people tell me like, what are you talking about? Like it's not even a white thing. Like it's made in Japan, blah blah blah. And they're like, oh, but you know what? Well, that's some white people. I'm like, why does it have to be white people shit? Like, why does everything that's weird goes against your normality of what black is supposed to be or whatever has to be white people shit? Like for instance, I wore Vans, I wore Jinkos, I wore Polos.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted some Jinkos.
Yeah, I wore
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't even know what Jinkos is.
Those are jeans.
Those are like jeans. like huge pant leg jeans.
Yeah, I just did have one. I had one pair of Jinkos. I had a pair of Jinkos. I wanted the little DC, the little skater shoes. I wanted those too.
Yeah, I had them too. So like I wore all that shit in Korea. I was fresh as hell. Got here, they were like, "Oh, why you dressed like a white boy?" Well, I was like, "What the fuck you talking about?" Like, it wasn't until I got back to the States that's when I first heard that shit.
I mean, where was you gonna hear that in Korea?
I mean, you still can live
like, boy, what you got on there, boy?
But no, I mean, I get your point. I'm just saying, like, where was the niggas at that was gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like it was. I mean, there it was different because like, you in another country, and they got a whole different style in itself.
Hell yeah.
They rusted in Korea.
I look at fresh as hell. Shut up, Maurice.
They were cooking your
ass. They cooked my ass, boy. I didn't go to the Korean schools all base. Them shits are brutal as fuck. But not brutal, but like you gotta be tough.
What, you were in North Korea?
Nigga, what? Shut up. Oh man.
Hey, you don't need to put Crescent on timeout, man.
This is why.
Somebody needs to put him on timeout for today. No. You taking shots at everybody.
God damn. Dog. Anyway, like it's like I don't know, like even though like it's Black History Month and whatever, but still like a lot of people don't know a lot about the history behind like nerd culture and stuff like that. Like even with Twilight Zone showed a little like not showed racism, but like it showed like inequalities and stuff like that, injustice and stuff like that.
It was a pretty progressive show, right? Like back in the day.
Yeah, it was very progressive. Like the announcer, he was very progressive in itself too. Cause he talked about how I saw some interview with him. I forgot where it was, but it was interesting. But
yeah, that's the only way they could accept the reality of the world is by putting it in a show where reality didn't exist.
Exactly.
They're like, racism is bad.
Exactly.
One episode where like it was everybody had like these disfigured faces, and that was the normality, but the people who were weird were the people who were like beautiful looking. And so like you trying to fit in, people were trying to make their face look all like all fucked up. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess that's kind of like here, trying to assimilate to a world that don't like you, so to speak. But
I think my character is from 24, the president, David Palmer. Dennis Haysbert. It was his real his real name. I honestly think that 24 played a part in people warming up to the idea of having a black president. I think that
and Deep Impact.
Yeah, like I think that I think it did kind of soften.
Fifth Element had a black president too.
Yeah.
Fifth Element.
Fifth Element, yeah.
But you see how far in the future they projected it. They were like, look, niggas, y'all gonna have to sit out.
Gonna be flying first.
It was Zeus who was the president.
Yeah.
Debo.
Oh, when the fuck did he play?
He was his wrestling name was Zeus.
Oh shit! I never.
Oh, he was a wrestler. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he wrestled. He wrestled with. Yeah.
You said what, Carl?
It's a movie back in the day called No Holds Barred. It was either Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior was in that movie, I think.
It was Hulk Hogan.
It's a throwback.
I think it was Hulk Hogan.
Early 90s movie.
Yeah. He was a wrestler for a little bit, and that was his name was Zeus.
True.
He's been a monster.
And he was he did a lot of good shows. Morgan Freeman was president.
That's Deep Impact.
Deep Impact. You had Morgan Freeman as God. You have what's old buddy's the Allstate guy? He's God in Lucifer.
Oh, he is.
Yo, that's the same dude. That was the president in 24.
President 24. Yep, sure was.
Yeah.
They just get him for his voice. They're just like, that's a godlike voice. That's a president-like voice. Same for Morgan Freeman, right?
You literally make a lot of money on that voice.
Yeah.
And then
you have to see them Allstate commercials. You just hear his voice and be like, yeah, I need some car insurance.
Matter of fact.
Did you see that sketch that Dave Chappelle did? He was like,
"Oh yeah.
Fire me, I'm the Allstate guy. White people love my voice because it makes them feel secure."
Yeah,
that shit was hilarious. And they had to fire Uncle Ben and Jemima.
Bruh.
You can't take a risk. We gotta fire all y'all. He's like, you can't fire me. I'm a real person. Oh shit, that was funny. But if you look back, there's been a lot of good shows that have
for sure
like paved ways, like for not only like black actors, but for having black actors in as leads. And especially one biggest horror movies. Like horror movies was like a big trope because they used to have white people dressed as like in blackface.
Yeah. And
before they had like, for instance, was it
they started killing us first?
Yeah, like for instance, Night of the Living Dead, where they had the black dude fighting off the living dead, he gets killed by a mob of white people at the end. And you have Count Blackula, and so like if you look like I forgot where it was, but I think there was a document, not a document, but like a whole series where they had like different producers, actors in the horror genre talking about the evolution of horror as for black people. And it was very interesting.
True. If you find it, send over that link.
Yeah.
Kev, you were gonna say you're gonna say yours next?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know if I have one, honestly.
There's so many.
Yeah, like
I will say Static Shock though.
Static Shock was mine.
Static Shock
was just
Dwayne McDuffie. The guy graduated college at 14.
It's crazy.
The guy who wrote Static Shock.
Really?
Yeah, he graduated from Michigan, I think, at 14. He was super smart. He wrote most of the Justice League Unlimited stuff.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
this was
started
like impactful to me, but Mantis. And
I knew you were gonna do Mantis.
Look, Mantis though. It got maybe one season, maybe.
Lucky to get one season.
Mantis. Was that the same time as Nightman came out?
I don't know. It came on right before X-Files. That's all I remember.
Mantis. That sounds familiar.
Friday.
Oh, that's another one that was good. Nightman was a TV show that came on. It's actually a Marvel character. And they one of the main characters was a black dude who made the suit that gave the main character his abilities. And that one in Black Scorpion. There's a lot of good shows that actually have like characters who were either black or person of color who was the genius person.
But Carl, Mantis, he made his own suit, right? He made his suit.
I think he he made his own suit. I don't remember his whole story, but I'm pretty sure he's rich. He's clearly brilliant. He made his own suit, and yeah, he that was just entertaining to see, like the suit. Now, if I watch that show now, my eyes would probably bleed. Just probably looks like pure trash, but at the time it was like amazing.
Yeah,
and then,
it's
the same who plays Martian Manhunter.
It's an acronym. Oh, that's what Manus is. Okay, I just looked it up. It's an acronym.
Yeah, he plays. He plays
on Supergirl.
Yeah, on Supergirl, John Jones's dad.
We gonna put a pin in that.
Swipe.
So I think we're gonna wrap it up. Let me see. You said Carl. Carl said
Tech. You said it was
Static Shock.
Static Shock.
That was a good pick. I was thinking about Static, and I was trying to think if there was anybody better. Not better.
I'd say Static Shock for sure. What else really stood out to me as a kid? John Jones was always dope. I always appreciated,
Green Lantern.
The brain.
Yeah, Green Lantern.
Yeah, that's why I wore this on John Stewart over here.
John Stewart was dope.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite episodes to this day of Justice League and Static Shock. There was a crossover episode.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
Kind of like, basically mentored Static, and it's just because they went to like his John Stewart's neighborhood, and it felt like my family in that episode, and I remember connecting so much with that one. I thought it was so amazing, and I look forward to sharing with my kids too. What else? Afro Samurai, even though I wasn't allowed to watch it, I did watch it with my uncle. Afro Samurai definitely was one of the ones where I was just like, fucking fantastic. And just the art, the fights, and just seeing this like larger than life man just mow down thousands of people with his sword.
I almost OD'd on blood, but I was like, I gotta get through this. It's a black anime. I gotta get through this. Like, it was like there's limbs everywhere. Everywhere.
And the first 5 minutes, he cuts down like a whole swarm of individuals. It's fantastic.
Number one headband.
Yeah, you gotta get the headband.
Headband. Wow.
Wow, Kristen.
Wow, Kristen.
Good disrespect.
Enough said.
This nigga probably fell asleep. All right, so I think that's it for.
He didn't.
Shit. So I guess that's it for the topic of the week. Except for the podcast for now. You said not during Black History Month. Yeah.
Talk about more throughout the month.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably and definitely throughout the year as well. So
we definitely want to thank y'all for joining us on the podcast. Definitely let us know what you think about our discussions today, or if there's something you haven't seen us talk about that you want us to cover. Follow us at Blerdimension everywhere if you haven't already, namely here on Twitch and on YouTube. We stream the podcast live Thursday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, and then we start dropping clips on YouTube like the following week. Make sure to hit the bell so you can know when we live. Tell a friend, man. We're going to take a brief intermission, but stay tuned for after podcast game. We're playing SoCal, and we're playing Rocket League. All right?
I'm only playing one round of fucking SoCal with y'all bastards, and then we're switching to...
okay, whatever. And stay black, y'all.
I mean, I don't think most of us have an option on that.
Facts.
The surgery is really expensive.
Really expensive.
No, walk around looking like Sammy Sosa.
Yo.